Good morning. I'm sorry I'm running a little bit late, but Saturdays sometimes we just do it that way, right? But it's not anything important. I just been goofing off all morning and didn't want to get up. But I'm winning at my football game, right, on my phone. So anyway, I was just relaxing a little bit. Nothing wrong with that from time to time, right? I hope you're having a great day. Hope you're having a great weekend, and I hope you have some good plans for this weekend. The weather around here in Oklahoma is going to cooperate a little bit for the weekend, and then it'll get us again next week, right? So this morning I just kind of woke up in a funk. Have you ever done that? Just kind of, right? I've been pushing it hard at work and have a few wins, have a few losses. I just kind of found myself in the middle going, blah. I don't even care right now, right? I just needed to go. That's why this morning I was just like, I'm just not moving. I don't care. I'm awake. I don't care. I'm just not moving. So, you ever found yourself there? What do you do with that, right? I'm not really upset. I'm not really not upset. Just don't know. I just have a real funky mood this morning. And I'm like, what do you do with this? The first thing you do is you just trust him, right? You just trust him. You trust that God's got you, whatever situation you're in, whether it's all great or all not so great or somewhere in between. We just have to trust that he's got us. No matter what our plate looks like for the day, no matter what our agenda and schedules look like for the day, we just trust that today He's got me. He's got us, right? And so, as I was thinking about that, I was thinking about, when I wake up in a funk like this, I'm just like, man, I think I'm just tired. I don't know what the deal is. I don't feel bad. I'm not depressed. I'm good. It's just an odd feeling, right? And so I'm like, where's that? I start looking. Where's that peace? Where's the peace? I need that peace. I need some peace. I'm not upset, but I just still need peace, right? So I just started thinking about what do you do when you're in a funk? Well, number one, you just continue trusting Him. Number two, you remind yourself of the things He's done. Now that's in Psalm, I think it's 77. I want to say, the psalmist was going, is God never going to have mercy again? Is God never going to work on our behalf again? He was in a really difficult situation. And he said, I don't see God doing anything. So I will just remind myself of the things he has done, right? And we can remind ourselves of things that he's done for us in our life, the times he's given us peace, the times we knew that he just intervened. There's no other explanation than that God just stepped in, right? We could think of things he did in the Bible. We go back to how he parted the Red Sea for Moses, how he got Daniel out of the lion's den and walked through the fire with the three Hebrew children. See, I'm already encouraging myself just thinking about what I know he did for somebody else. But then I can encourage myself for things that I know he's done for me too and in my life when I know beyond a shadow of a doubt it was God who did that, whatever that was, right? So you can encourage yourself about the things he has done if you don't see him doing something. Because just because we don't see him doing something right this second doesn't mean he's not working, right? And so as I was thinking through all these things, I found myself in one of my favorite scriptures, of course, Psalms 61. And the he was this is David, and he says, "Hear my cry, O God, listen to my prayer. Listen to me." He says, "From the ends of the earth, I'm going to cry to you. I may feel like I'm in the ends of the earth, at the end of my emotions, at the end of my thoughts, at the end of my finances, at the end of my this relationship, at the end of this job. But I feel like everything's run out." I don't. But sometimes we feel that way, right? That's when I will cry to God. It's the best place to be because you ain't got nothing else to trust but Him, right? When my heart is overwhelmed. Now, in my caregiver blog, I talk about that a lot. When my heart is overwhelmed, because it's like a day, our plates are full every day. There's not even a break. So it's just that way, right? When my heart is overwhelmed, lead me. This is a prayer. He prayed. David prayed. First, he said, he's still kind of praying here. When my heart is overwhelmed, lead me, God, lead me. He's giving that prayer. God, lead me to that rock that I know is higher than. So he's kind of reminding himself too. God, I'm overwhelmed. I don't know what to do. Everything in the world seems messed up right now. Just lead me to that rock. Lead me to that wise God. Lead me to that God of peace, that God of comfort, the God who gives wisdom, right? Lead me. That's a prayer. It's a good solid prayer too, right? Then he reminds himself of what God has done. He reminds himself of who God has been to him in the past. And that's what I was talking about a while ago. Is sometimes if you don't see God moving right now, he is. First off, it doesn't mean he's not. Second off, he is. And third off, just remind yourself of what he's done for you in the past. That's what David said. You have been a shelter for me. Has God ever been your shelter? Remind yourself. Go back in it will so spark faith and that trusting in him to go back and remind yourself the things he's done. And I got lots of stuff I can use for ammo against fear and doubt in my mind, right? In 86 when he healed me and the doctors couldn't even figure out what was going on, but everybody thought I was dying. Mama planned my funeral, you know. Been thrown out of two cars, yeah, two different vehicles, two different times with head injuries myself, right? Or concussions, major concussion, two major concussions, you know. Um, all these different things. He saw me through a divorce. He was with me as a single parent, provided every step of the way. And even after Chris's wreck, he's provided every step of the way. See, I've already encouraged myself. You can encourage yourself just by going back and going, you have been a shelter for me. You were a shelter in this situation. You gave me wisdom in this situation. You provided finances or whatever in this situation. He's a stable shelter. Remind yourself of all those times he's been there for you in the past. A strong tower from the enemy. The fact that you're still believing right now means he was your strong tower, your protection from the enemy. The enemy cannot get to your salvation. He can get in your mind if you let him. But he can't touch your salvation. He can't touch the God inside of you. No matter what's going on the outside, how crazy it is, or how uncrazy it is, or how dull it is, no matter what, he cannot get to. That's the part of you that God keeps. He's the keeper and sustainer of my soul, my life, that real life, way down inside. When this body dies, that salvation part, that spirit part of you, God's still God. The enemy can't get to your salvation, and that drives him crazy, by the way. A strong tower from the enemy. Now, then what does he do? It's my favorite. Makes a declaration. Two of them, as a matter of fact. I will abide in your tabernacle forever. I'm going to abide with you, God. Why? Because with God there's peace. With God there's comfort. With God there's life. With God there's provision. With God there's wisdom. With God there's... We could just go on and on and on, right? I'm going to abide with you, God. That's a declaration. Then he makes his second declaration. I will trust in the shelter of your wings. So he's saying, hear my cry, oh God. Something was going on with David. I don't know when or what was going on in the natural. He's like, I'm overwhelmed. I don't know what to do. Lead me to my rock. Lead me to that rock that I trust in. But then he says this. He reminds himself of what God has done. And then he says this, I will abide with you. I will trust you. What's your declaration today? That's my declaration today is, God, I'm just going to trust you. No matter what I see, no matter what I don't see, what I think I should see. I'm just going to trust you today, God. I'm going to trust your peace that you gave. I'm going to trust your grace is sufficient. I'm going to trust that everything you said in this word is true. I'm just going to believe and abide with you today. That's my declaration. What's yours? Peace out, guys. Have a great day. I'll see you bright and early Monday morning.